When first learning machine embroidery, it's important to set yourself up for success so that your first experience is a positive one. With a little research, you'll be able to decide which products to start with and how much you want to spend on your initial investment. What supplies do you need for machine embroidery? The most important thing to consider is the type of sewing machine you have. Your machine must have an embroidery module in order to stitch computerized designs. There are a lot of embroidery machine choices. There are machines that do both sewing and embroidery. There are embroidery-only machines. There are small machines and very large machines and everything in between. So what's the right embroidery machine for you? If you do a lot of regular sewing and you don't want to switch from sewing to embroidery mode very often, then an embroidery-only model might be best for you. If you want a machine with all the bells and whistles that allows you to switch from sewing to embroidery to quilting and comes with a lot of accessories and hoops for expanding your skills, then a high-end sewing and embroidery combo like this might be best for you. If you're just starting out with machine embroidery and you want to get your feet wet before committing to a more expensive model, try what I call a starter machine. This machine, for example, comes with some built-in designs, a small hoop, and it can switch from sewing mode to embroidery mode rather easily. It's small enough to move from room to room without effort, and you can transport it to classes or to your machine dealer for tune-ups without any strain. Starter machines are also great for kid crafters, especially if the machine comes with removable faceplates that showcase their favorite characters. Another important thing to consider when you're thinking about an embroidery machine is where it will go. Do you have room for a large machine that needs ample space for the embroidery arm to move? Or do you have space for a second machine that's embroidery only? In general, you want to choose a machine based on your available space, your needs, and your budget. Along with a machine, you'll need some basic supplies so you can embroider right away once your machine is set up. A stabilizer assortment pack is good to have to ensure you can embroider on several different fabrics. You'll need a little bit of a stronger thread for embroidery also, so a 40-weight rayon or poly deco works really well. Almost any thread is suitable for machine embroidery though, including fun specialty threads, and we'll explore that later. Bobbin thread is another essential. It's lightweight and is typically what the digitizer intended for a balanced stitch. You'll also need embroidery needles, which have a slight ball point and can withstand the friction and high speed of embroidery machines. Grab a pack that has an assortment of sizes so you can choose different threads to experiment with. Embroidery scissors have a curved end that allows you to trim jump stitches and thread tails without nicking the fabric and stabilizer underneath. To set up your embroidery machine, consult the machine manual every step of the way. There may also be a booklet or a CD or a postcard with a link to visit for a video tutorial. Make sure your embroidery module is attached and look through the manual or the machine screen to choose your first design.